Hello and welcome to Verbaling. For the next hour, we are going to continue a class which we had yesterday at this time, looking at the prepositions at, in, and on, specifically in regards to place as opposed to time. In this class, we will be discussing some uses, particular aspects of using these prepositions, and then we're going to try some exercises to clarify our understanding. Then hopefully we'll jump into some other uses and do some more exercises again. So if you are confused as to the uses of these prepositions, please join me and you'll have plenty of practice to learn some specific uses of these prepositions. Okay, pardon me. Hello, Salvatore. Wow, long time no see. Hi, Salvatore.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Hockey. Hi, Hockey. I'm fine, thank you.
Great.
Yes, no time, no longer time no see because I didn't have time to study English, but now I can join.
Okay, you've been busy, keeping busy? That's good.
Yes, I am busy in the. I was busy in the last time, teacher.
That's probably good. Okay, well, welcome. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you, Hockey.
All right. Let me also say hello to Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Welcome.
Hey, what's
Hey.
up?
What's up? And not much. We're gonna be looking at some prepositions. Is what's up.
Yeah, great.
Great. Okay. All right. Now, in this class, it's basically kind of dividing the class into two parts. Now, I'm going to basically lecture you guys for about 5, 6, 7 minutes or something. And I'm going to be pointing out some aspects of using these prepositions at, in, and on. And as I'm doing that, if you have any questions, something's confusing you, please, I urge you to interrupt me so I can attempt to clarify it. Okay, after we do that, then we're going to do a whole bunch of exercises so you guys can kind of practice it. So I'm going to jump in and get started. After I say hello to Tatiana. Hello, Tatiana.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Welcome to the class.
Thanks.
And also Alejandro. Hi, Alejandro. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi again. Okay. Again, here we go. I'm going to do a screen share and talk to you guys about these prepositions. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me. After I do this brief presentation, we'll try a whole bunch of exercises. Okay.
Yeah, I actually, sorry, I know you haven't started yet, but
yeah. Okay.
well, since the class is about prepositions, I actually have a question. I always wanted to ask that, but well, at the moment, am I on bed or in bed?
Okay. At the moment, you're in bed. Now, you can say on the bed, but look, okay, let me explain. On the bed refers to your physical position. Where are you exactly right now? I am on the bed. That is the only reason you would actually use the preposition on with the bed. You're actually concerned with your physical location in space. However, we use the phrase in bed as a general idea that you're sleeping. For example, if you knock on my door and say, oh, is your wife home? I might say she's still in bed. I'm not it doesn't even matter if she was lying on the couch. I'm actually saying she's still sleeping. All right? So the phrase in bed does not really refer to your physical position in space at all. It refers to the idea that you're still tucked away, sleeping. Okay? So if you're watching the class in bed, you would say, I'm watching the class in bed. Okay. More to the idea that you're probably ready to, it's late at night, you're ready to go to sleep. So you would say, oh, I'm watching the Verblin class in bed. You can watch TV in bed, for example, if you have a TV in your bedroom. I'm reading a book in bed, like that. So we almost never say on the bed, unless, where did you leave? My wife might say, where is my purse? Oh, it's over here. It's on the bed, like that. Okay? Understood?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense, and actually that actually explains why I don't like prepositions at all.
Yeah. Okay. You kind of have to wrap your head around some you know, give yourself some kind of guideline as what prepositions should be used. And to be honest, I know why you don't like prepositions, because frequently those guidelines you try to make for yourself are not followed. There's exceptions.
Yeah.
Weird little stupid things where prepositions are used in an idiom or an expression, like in bed, where it doesn't necessarily follow the rules. See, there are no rules. No grammar books will give you rules. They're not willing to go out on a limb and give you rules. But, okay, we'll try our best here to give you some examples of some uses. Quick shout out and welcome to Alan. Hello, Alan. Welcome to the class. Nice to have you aboard. Hi, Alan. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Alan can't hear you right now, so I'm not sure if there's any issue or what. If you have a chance, just say hello so I know we can interact. Yeah, I see your microphone muting and unmuting, but can't hear you yet. Okay. Let me do my little presentation. We'll try some exercises. In the hospital, but at work. Okay. We say that somebody is in the hospital, in prison, in jail. One note on this. British people say Anna's mother is in hospital, and Americans say Anna's mother is in the hospital. So slight difference, not in the preposition, but use of the article the. However, we would say Anna's mother is in prison, in jail. Both British and American English. Confusing thing there. Okay. We say that somebody is at work, at school, at university, at college. For example, I'll be at work until 5:30. We never say I'll be in work. Julia is studying chemistry at university. Okay. Now, here we're talking about being physically at a certain place. If I'm talking about the fact that somebody is going to university as a concept, that they're attending classes and doing the whole university thing, I would say Julia is in university at the University of Berkeley, California, whatever. Okay, she's in. Notice how I said that. She's in university at, and then the specific name. Okay, so when I say somebody's in school, I'm talking about the fact that they're still attending school, any school. Oh, has your daughter Julia graduated yet? No, she's still in school, for example. So I'm not really talking about the place, the where, more the concept of being in school. But we never say he's still in work. All right? Never. I would say he's still working. Yes? Go ahead.
So, just a question. So whenever you're talking about like she's at the university, that will always mean that at the moment, in the particular time, she's actually at the university.
Physically there. That's right. Okay. Yeah. She's okay. That's more of the idea, at least. Right. We say in school just to mean the idea of going to school. Oh, she's in college. All right. So we don't need to say exactly where. You know, this sentence here, Julia is studying chemistry at university. We can't see the context, but if this was spoken, it would be assumed that the listener actually knows which university Julia is going to. Okay. If not, you know, you would actually say it. Julia is studying chemistry at the University of Texas. Whatever. Okay. Let's talk about home. We say somebody is at home or is home, with or without at, but we do something at home. For example, I'll be at home all evening or I'll be home all evening. You can say it either way and be correct. However, shall we go to a restaurant or eat at home? All right, you're doing an activity, eating at home. Okay, so a little bit confusing there, but okay. You're never wrong. To make it easy, you're never wrong if you use at. Okay. More ats and ins. At a party, at a concert. Okay, somebody is at an event. Any event. At the movies. Oh, he's at the movie theater. He's at the movies right now. That's like an event. He's at a party, at a conference, at a wedding. Okay. Any of these things. I saw Steve at a concert on Saturday. Okay, so we use at with an event. Okay, in and at, talking about buildings. We often can use in or at with buildings. For example, and here you have to consider where in means like inside the walls, inside the boundaries. And at means right next to something. If something is close at hand, you can grab it with your hand. You can reach out and grab it. So if you're at something, you're probably standing like next to the door if you're at a restaurant. Okay. Sometimes they're interchangeable. Like, for example, if I'm going to meet you in the mall, then I would probably say, let's meet in the mall at McDonald's. Okay? If I said, let's meet at the mall, I'm probably going to meet you outside the main front doors of the mall, for example. Sometimes they're interchangeable. You can eat in a restaurant or at a restaurant. I ate at a great restaurant last weekend. Usually we say in a restaurant, okay, to talk about inside physically. You can buy something in a supermarket or at a supermarket. Okay. Kind of interchangeable. We usually say at when we say where an event takes place. All right. We went to a concert at the National Concert Hall. Okay. There was a robbery at the supermarket. Great. We say at the station or at the airport. Yeah, okay. Generally, when we're talking about traveling, there's no need to meet me at the station. I can get a taxi. But I can also say I'll meet you in the station. That means I'm going to be inside. It's raining. Meet me in the station. I'm not going to wait outside the station doors, which is very common. You wait outside the station to get a taxi or to get picked up by somebody. Then you're at the station or at the airport. Consider that you usually do that. But you may meet somebody inside the airport. I'll meet you in the airport near the baggage claim, for example. This would be normal because you're talking about inside, again, specifically. All right, we say at somebody's house. I was at Helen's house last night, just like we say I was at home. And same thing, I was at Helen's last night. We don't have to say house. Okay. It's possible to just use the possessive. In English, we automatically assume that this is Helen's house, not car, not Helen's car, not Helen's bicycle or anything else. It's Helen's store. We would assume I was at Helen's last night, and English speakers would automatically assume you meant their house or apartment or where they live.
Would it make sense if I say like I'm in Helen's house instead of at?
Again, you would use in to actually describe your physical location. It might, under certain circumstances. I'm in Helen's house. Oh, okay. We don't know where Helen's house is. We're going to a party. Where are you? We're looking to see if we can tell which one is Helen's house. Where are you right now? I'm in Helen's house right now, physically. Okay? So, very specific circumstances, it might make sense, but generally, you would almost never hear it. It would have to be very specific circumstances. I'm in, like saying inside. When do you use in? When you actually mean inside a building. When you're actually, it's necessary to describe the idea that you're inside a building. That's when you use in. If it's not necessary to say inside, then you would never use in. You would just use at. Like at the doctor's. Oh, he's at the doctor's right now. It's not necessary to say he's inside the doctor's office at this moment. That's kind of weird to give all that detail. So you would never say that. He's at the doctor's, at the hairdresser's, whatever. So another way to think about that, okay, is this. We use in when we're thinking about the building itself. Maybe it's easier for you to think about it that way. I think about inside, which I guess is thinking about the building itself. We had dinner at the hotel. Okay. All the rooms in the hotel have air conditioning. Notice, okay, you're talking about physical construction of the hotel, the physical hotel itself, the building. Okay. All right, all the rooms inside the hotel. I don't suppose there's any rooms outside the hotel, but again, thinking about it my way, inside, you use in. I was at Helen's house last night. Okay, here you go. It's always cold in Helen's house. The heating doesn't work well. Okay, there you go. So you're actually thinking about the physically inside her house. It's cold. So that's it. Okay. Next one's easy. In and at. We normally use in with cities, towns, villages, states, countries as well. This is okay. We use in with these. Think anything that has boundaries, any area that has boundaries. A city, a state, a province, a country has boundaries. So if you're within those boundaries, you're in. Okay. The Louvre is a famous art museum in Paris. Sam's parents live in a village in the south of France. Okay, the village has boundaries, most assuredly. Notice this construction, in the south of France. So we also use in for directions. In the southeast part of the country, in the northwest, like that. We use at when we think of the place as a point or a station on a journey. Okay, this is a little more complicated. Does this train stop at Oxford? Basically, this usage is only for when you're on a bus or on a train. Do we stop at Oxford? Does it stop at Lexington Square on the subway or a bus or something? Does this bus stop at 31st Street? Like that. Very specific use. And last one, before we do some exercises. We normally say on a bus, on a train, on a plane, on a ship. But in a car, in a taxi. Okay. Difficult one to wrap your head around. You're equally, nautically speaking, you're on a ship, you're on a cruise ship, a big ship, but you're in a boat, you're in a canoe, you're in a kayak, very small ones. Kind of a small and big thing here. However, if you're physically sitting on something, you do say on a bicycle, on a horse, or on a motorcycle. Okay. So basically, you only use in for a car or a taxi or a small water vessel. All right, let's give it a try. Yes.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Alan. Oh, you're there.
Fine, fine. I have a doubt about when we refer about where we're working, like a job. For example, when I say I'm actually working in a company named Equal.
Okay.
Then I have to say I working at Equal or I working in Equal.
I work at Equal, but you were right the first time when you said I work in a company called Equal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I work in a company. You're actually talking about physically where. You're thinking of the building. I work in a company called Equal. I work on a ship called the SS Pinto. All right. You're talking about where you actually physically are. But the concept of just working itself, where you are, you say at. I work at ABC Company. Okay.
Is usually used that form with that.
If you're just going to name the company, yes. I work at Verbling.
Okay. Thank you.
For example. Okay. Sure. Okay. Let's try it out. Okay, we're going to look at these pictures. We're going to do a little mix and match. Okie doke. All right. Okay, picture number one, the airport. You can hire a car at the airport. So we're going to make a prepositional phrase like this, at the airport. Okay. Salvatore, number two. Dave is?
Okay, Dave is on a train.
Yes, Dave is on a train. Okay, very good. Daniel, number three. Karen is?
Karen is... Who's Karen? Oh, yeah.
Here she is.
In a conference?
No, for an event we always use at a party, at
Oh yeah,
a
at a
festival,
conference.
At a conference. That's right. That's pretty solid, that events kind of rule. Okay, Tatiana, Martin is number 4. Where is Martin?
Martin is in hospital.
Right. Again, if you're British, you say Martin is in hospital. If you're American, you say Martin is in the hospital. Slight difference there. Okay. Alan, number 5, Judy is, where's Judy?
Judy is in the hairdresser.
Okay. Judy is at the hairdresser's. We don't really care about the fact that she's inside the walls of the hairdresser's shop. We just care about basically her. We don't care about her physical space. We care about where she's at. So she's at the hairdresser's.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually the difficult part about English prepositions for me, because I'm used to my own language, my native language, which we just have like 1 or 2 prepositions, and it's always the same. So it always gets so confused.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I agree. It's very confusing. It takes a lot of practice, which is what we're doing now. Salvatore, number 6. Okay, you might need a couple of prepositions.
I saw Gary on his bike.
Okay. Where, Salvatore?
I saw Gary on his bike on the on the street.
Oh, okay. Could be on the street. Could be in the park. Looks like he's in the park to me, but okay. Maybe on the street would also be correct. Oh, all right. Very good. Okay, Daniel, number 7. Number 7. We spent a few days.
We spent a few days in New York.
Yes, indeed. Always in with a city or state or country. That's a fairly easy and very consistent one. Tatiana, number 8.
Many people are at the Savoy Theater.
Oh, okay. At the Savoy Theater. Yes.
Savoy, yes.
All right. At. That's the point. At the theater. Okay. Again, we're going to make some prepositional phrases using these places and transportation, and I guess. For example, number 1, my train arrives at 11:30. Notice we use at for specific times. Can you meet me at the station? Okay. Number 2, Alejandro.
Okay. We walked to the restaurant, but we went home. A taxi.
Okay. So what preposition should we use with a taxi?
In a taxi.
In a taxi. Okay. By the way, you can also say we went home by taxi. It's also possible.
Teacher, when
Yes.
we use in a taxi, is an exception for the rule?
I'm sorry, once again, please?
When we use in a taxi, is an exception for the rule? On a taxi, for example?
Yeah, well, it's always going to be in a taxi or in a car. Okay. Is it an exception? Well, yes, no. Yes, but no. I don't know how to answer that. For small, again, you would say in a canoe, in a kayak, in a boat, but on a ship. You'd say in a taxi, in a cab, but on a bus, on a plane, on a train. It's just that. I don't know how to explain it any better. That's it. We
Oh,
always
okay.
use those prepositions with those particular words.
Thank you.
So, however you would like to organize it in your own mind, go for it. That's all I can really say. Alan, can you try number 3?
I like to see a film. What's on? I like to see a film. What's on at the cinema this week?
Very good. Okay. This is a little strange for me. As an American, I would say what's playing at the cinema this week, not what's on. I would never say that. I would normally say what's on TV. That's very normal for me. What's on TV? But I would not say what's on at the cinema. But this material is British, so I guess it's okay for them. Just sounds a little odd. It's not terribly wrong, but Salvatore, number 4.
Some people are at prison for crimes that they did not commit.
Okay. You can think of prison of a place you're very much inside of. You're so inside of, you're not allowed to get outside of. Okay? Kind of the same thing with a hospital. They're not going to let you just walk out anytime you want to. So prison, jail, hospital, we use in.
In.
Yeah. Okay. You're in jail or in prison. Yeah.
Okay. Some people are in prison for crimes that they did not commit.
Also, Salvatore, prison. Prison.
Prison.
Better. Yeah. Short I sound. It. Okay. Daniel, number 5.
What does your sister do? Does she have a job? No, she's still in school.
Still in school. Okay. Very good. All right. That's it exactly how it should be used. Very good. Tatiana, number 6.
I play basketball at the sports center on Friday evenings.
Very good. All right. Okay, a place where you have events is always at. Excellent. Alejandro, number 7. Alejandro?
Okay.
Okay, number 7, please.
Okay. A friend of mine was injured in an accident a few days ago. She's still in the hospital.
Okay. American style, in the hospital, as opposed to in hospital. British style, but that's great. Good for you. Okay. Thank you. Alan, number 8.
Okay. Our flight was delayed. We had to wait at the airport for 4 hours.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Salvatore, number 9.
I enjoyed the flight, but the food on the plane wasn't very nice.
Very good. Excellent. You're on a plane. Very good. Daniel, number 10.
Okay, Vicky has gone to Japan. She's living in prison. Oh no,
Funny.
wait. Sorry. She's living in Tokyo.
Okay. Well, maybe. We don't know. You know, Vicky, she's kind of a dangerous girl. Okay. I'm going to jump forward now. We're going to look at more, in, and on. Okay, a little more complicated. Back to in. Look at these phrases. Okay, now we're looking at phrases. These are really hard to kind of organize in your mind, but here we go. In the rain, in the sun, in the shade, in the dark. I'm going to start singing a song. In bad weather. Okay. Often we co-locate or create a prepositional phrase with words that have to do with the weather. In the sun, in the rain. We're never going to say at the rain, on the rain, with the rain, whatever. It's in. Always in. Don't go out in the rain. Okay. Also, you write in ink, in pen, in pencil. Okay, when you do, for example, when you do the exam, you're not allowed to write in pencil. Okay. So how you're writing. Don't know how you're really going to organize that in your mind. Also, with write, you write in words, figures, and capital letters. Okay. In cursive. Okay. In language, you write in English. You write in Arabic. Okay. Please write your name in capital letters. Write the story in your own words. Okay, so write basically co-locates with in. Write in. It's always write in, whatever. Obviously, there's some other phrasal verbs. Don't be confused if you say write down this information. Okay, not write in this information, but write down this information. There may be other collocations for phrasal verbs. All right, the police officer wrote up a ticket because I was speeding. There are other, especially phrasal verb collocations. But write, just the verb write by itself, write usually goes with in. You can, of course, fall in love, a very much idiomatic expression. You fall in love, usually with somebody. Okay. Here's another, just an expression, a phrase, in my opinion. Okay. Just a standard collocated colloquial phrase, in my opinion. Okay, let's talk about on and some special uses. I already mentioned you see something on TV. You can also hear something on the radio. If someone is talking on the phone, we always use on with the phone. I've never met her, but I've spoken to her on the phone a few times. Somebody or some group can go on strike. As in that there are no trains today, the drivers are on strike. You go, be or go, on a diet. He is on a diet. She went on a diet. I have to go on a diet. And something is on fire. Okay, this is one that students frequently miss. We don't say, oh, look, the car fired. Fire is not a verb. The car catches on fire. Oh, the car caught on fire, past tense. Caught on fire. It is on fire. Okay, so remember that. Also remember catch on fire, caught on fire, but it's always on fire. Something is burning, it is on fire. Same meaning there. And a general expression, on the whole, means in general as well. For example, sometimes I have problems at work, but on the whole, I enjoy my job. Here's another common expression, on purpose. If you do something on purpose, you do it intentionally. Often used to the negative. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to annoy you. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't mean to spill my coffee on you. I didn't do it on purpose. Common phrases.
Question.
Yeah.
Since it's on television, on the radio,
Mhm.
so it's on Verbling on the internet.
Yeah. I have a class on Verbling. I have a class. Yeah, I have a class on Verbling coming up in the next hour. Yes, that's right. I read something on the internet that was very interesting the other day. Yes, that's right. It is. Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Just doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. But yeah. Okay. On holiday. The same thing. Consider on TV, on the radio. We also say I'm playing a game on my computer. You know, talking about the piece of equipment that you're talking about. I don't know. That helps or confuses. You go on a holiday, or you are on a trip, on a holiday, on a tour, on a cruise. We also use on business, like this. Emma's away on business at the moment. The rock band's on a world tour. Okay. If you're talking about going to a place for a holiday, you're talking about for the purpose of. When we use for, well, one use amongst others, for, we're talking about what the purpose is. We use for if the purpose is a noun. Okay, I can often use, that's getting into a whole nother area, but just because as it relates to holiday or a trip, if we express I'm going somewhere for a holiday, then we're saying I'm going somewhere for the purpose of taking a holiday. If I say I'm going somewhere on holiday, I'm emphasizing the fact that I'm going on holiday more than anything else. So we can say it a couple different ways. The meaning or the stress, what you're emphasizing is slightly different. Okay, at. Again, at generally is used for specifics. Here's a couple special uses. At the age of 16, right, specific age. At 120 miles an hour, okay. At 100 degrees, all right. A little cartoon, we're now flying at a speed of 800 kilometers an hour and at an altitude of 9,000 meters. To introduce specific measurements, we're always going to use at. At is for specific things. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can try some of these special functions of in, at, and on. Once again, all right, keep it simple. This first one, we're just going to use in and some noun. Okay, for example, don't go out in the rain. Wait until it stops. All right, it should be fairly easy. Tatiana, number 2.
Matt likes to keep warm, so he doesn't go out much. Much in cold weather.
There you go. All right. He doesn't like to go out in cold weather. So again, remember in with weather terms. Alejandro, number 3.
Okay. If you write in pencil and make a mistake, you can rub it up and correct it.
Very good. Okay, remember in with right. Very good. Alan, number 4.
They fell in love almost immediately and were married in a few weeks.
Okay, very simple idiomatic phrase. Salvatore, number 5, please.
Please write your address clearly, preferably in capital letters.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Daniel, number 6.
It's too hot in the sun. I'm going to sit in the shade.
That's right. That's right. In the shade. The shadow of a building or a tree or something. We call that the shade. That's right. All right. Tatiana, number 7.
A month ago, the restaurant was okay, but mm, but on my opinion, it wasn't very good.
Okay. Wait a second. Amanda thought.
Yes,
The restaurant was okay. Okay. But in my opinion. In my opinion. Definitely. Sounds very strange if you say on my opinion. These kind of signal words, signal phrases, transitionals, discourse markers, whatever you want to call them, they introduce opinions or examples or additional ideas or contrasting ideas, what have you. Sorry to tell you guys, but there's no real rules about what prepositions are used in these. For example, in my opinion, from my point of view, from my perspective, the way I see it, as I see it, okay, they're basically, you just have to remember them, I don't know, one by one, piece by piece, that prepositions that may be used, if there's any pattern, I can't figure it out. Okay, let's try some more prepositional phrases, special uses with on and the following. Same thing, except this time we're going to use on. As in number 1, look, that car is on fire. I'm going to call the fire brigade. All right, starting with number 2, Alejandro.
Okay. Workers at the factory have gone to strike for a better pay and condition.
Have gone on strike.
On strike.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to talk about to tomorrow, but to is the basic concept of to is their movement. It's something moving from one place to another. If there's nothing moving, then you really should not be using to. Or to show purpose when that purpose is a verb, a moving verb. To is about moving. So if there's nothing moving, if I talk to you, there's information going from me to you. If I throw a ball to you, the ball is traveling through space from me to you. If I'm going to Spain, I am moving from here to Spain. Okay? So we only use to if there's an actual transfer going on or movement. Okay. Alan, number 3.
Soon after we arrived, we were taken on a tour of the city.
Very good. Okay. Taken on a tour. Excellent. Salvatore, number 4.
I feel lazy this evening. Is there anything worth watching on TV?
Very good. Very common one, on TV. Excellent. Daniel, number 5.
I'm sorry, it was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose.
Okay. Sure you didn't. All right. Very good. Very common expression used in English. Tatiana, number 6.
Richard has put on a lot of weight recently. I think he should go on diet. On a diet.
On a diet. It's a long I sound.
Yes.
Diet. Okay. And also, Tatiana, weight. Here, it sounds, the word weight sounds exactly like the word wait, if you know what I mean. W-A-I-T, and this word here sound exactly the same pronunciation. Okay. Alejandro, number 7.
Okay. Jane's job involved a lot of traveling. She often has to go away on business.
Very good. Common expression. She's away on business. Good one to remember. Okay, Alan, the final one here. Oh, it's not the final one. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. Okay. Alan, next one here in a form of a dialogue, 2 people talking.
I'm going on holiday next week.
Very good. Where are you going? Somewhere nice? Okay, I would hope it's somewhere nice. Okay, we've only got a few minutes left, so I'm going to jump forward to a little bit more challenging exercise where you're going to use in, on, or at instead of just one preposition. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Salvatore, number 2.
When I was 14, I went on a trip to France organized by my school.
Very good. We go on a trip. Excellent. All right, Daniel, number 3.
There was panic when people realized that the building was on fire.
My hair is on fire. Yes, always on fire. Very good. Tatiana, number 4.
Julie's grandmother died recently on the age of 78.
79.
Yes.
Okay. Specific. Whenever you think specific numbers, okay, Tatiana, use at.
At?
Mm-hmm. I will meet you at 3:17 in the afternoon,
Yes,
specific
yes,
time.
yes,
All right.
yes, yes.
At the age of 79. Okay.
Mhm,
I live at 357 Park Street. Okay. So whenever you think specific numbers, always think at. That's kind of an easy way to remember the correct preposition. All right, Alejandro, number 5.
Okay, can you turn the light on, please? I don't want to sit in the dark.
Very good. Not really, but kind of, sort of related to weather and, all right. Okay, in the light, in the dark, in the sun, in the shade. Very good. Alan, number 6.
We didn't go on holiday last year. We stayed at home.
Okay, excellent. Again with the holiday thing. Salvatore, number 7.
Okay. I hate driving in fog. You can't see anything.
Yes, okay. Very good. Excellent. Fog, again, having to do with weather. Daniel.
I won't be here next week. I'll be on holiday.
Again with the holiday on. Excellent. Tatiana, number 9.
Technology has developed at great speed.
Very good. That was a tricky one. Okay, no specific speed is mentioned, but okay. There is one in mind, so at great speed. Excellent. Good job on that one. Alejandro, number 10.
Okay, Alan got married at 17, which is rather young to get married.
Excellent. Okay, and Alan, last one.
I heard an interesting program on the radio this morning.
Very good. Okay, unfortunately, we're out of time, but thank you very much. Hopefully, you learned a little bit about using at least these specific prepositions. Thank you, everyone. See you again soon.
Thank